Well, hello, everybody. It's time for ACC Season 20. Yeah, Season 20. We are going live. Well, we're not live. We're replaying, but we were playing yesterday's ACC race. Trying my old microphone here. It's not quite as good. I can hear some echoing, but I'm just trying it for fun because it's a little bit weird on streaming. But welcome all you racers from around the world for eSeniors GT3 World Championship Season 20. Welcome. We are at MIsano this week. This was a replay broadcast from yesterday, so we don't have any standings to talk about. But let's just get right to it. There we are. I'm just going to make sure I set myself up properly. Oh, you don't want to see that again. How did you like that intro video? Isn't that amazing? I love the sound of the soundtrack on that video, especially. That's thanks to our resident musician expert, Jerome Arobas. So thank you very much. And some video work from both him and Cirque Frank from France. So thanks a lot for that. You're going to see a lot of that intro video. So here we are. There it was our lineup for race number 1 at MIsano. My audio is a little bit echoey here. Let me try a different input. How's that? That's a little bit better. I think I just need to lean into the microphone a bit more. Here, so here we go. So we have in pole position today, Diego Cosio. I'm not sure what country he is from, but he is, to my knowledge, a new guy for eSeniors. Doesn't even have a livery put into our system, although he may have one. I didn't update my liveries yesterday. Sorry about that. Then Diego, if you had an issue. And in second place, let me get through it. Oh, I gotta get on to the right. Sorry, my screen goes blank for a second when I change screens. Next is Mr. Steve Young, Skywine 94. Look him up on video on the internet. Steve Young in second. Chris Bourne in third place in the big Ford Mustang. That's a nice livery right there. And Brian Hartford makes up row 2 in that wonderful, another Mustang there, a nice beautiful livery. So those are common names in the first 4, and some just as common. Next one is Stuart Backham in the first BMW. Then Jonathan Wood in a red Mustang in 6th place. Murche Paunoff in 7th. Derek Bird in 8th. Those are our... Oh, next one is Malcolm Hutchison. That makes up our silver category. Look at that. I'm a little loud, aren't I? I'm going to put this down a little bit up here. Hello, Danielle. I saw you in the race yesterday. You're on the chat. So Malcolm makes up our silver category. But look at that. All our silver or platinum, whatever we're going to call them, our top split. All look at that. All right up there. And the next category, silver, is all lined up. Look at that. I'm last as usual. I had a terrible setup. And I didn't practice much last week, so that's why I ended up last. But Peter David, there he is. Another thing we noticed, look at all the Ferraris on this track are way down in the setup and the lineup there. So it didn't look like Ferrari was the car to be driving. I'm just trying to see. We got 3 watching. Somebody else is watching and not saying hello. Get back here, and I apologize for my screen going blank for a second, but my system's doing that. Can't figure out what that is. Peter Nielsen in 11th, Danielle Britos, there you are, Danielle. Where is your car? I'm going to find the right view here for our liveries. I forgot to do that. There we are. There you are, Danielle. Oh, you got a gold accent to your usual yellow or white livery this year. Kevin Torrance from New Zealand in 13th. Terry Throwbridge in 14th. Paul Philippe Sauvage in number 22. I'm going to call you Paul forever, Philippe, because my university advisor his name was Paul Savage. Then Brian Banks, my fellow Edmontonian, in 16th. Michel Benchaya, another Ferrari. Richard McKay lives down the street from me. Jeremy Arobas from Montreal, Canada. Cirque Frank from France. Look up his interview a few months back. I'll get back to some more interviews when I get to Arizona this winter. Dimitri Stathis, that's not a usual place for him at the back. And myself in my familiar 7-Up livery. All right, let's get back to the top and get this race on go here. Let's get a better view. I'm going to find the, there we go, helicopter view. Get on with the guy in second place is usually what I do. And let's find, everybody's lined up. Okay, here we go. Let me turn, the sound is all on. Yep. Look why I'm not hearing this sound in my ear. Hold on, I'm just going to make sure I haven't screwed this up. Looks like the sound is going out over the video. Yep, that's good. Okay, I'm not hearing my own voice, but that's okay. Where are we? Back here, let's just get going. Not sure how close we are to the green flag, but thanks very much to our supplier, there we go, green. Looks like Steve and Diego are neck and neck. Steve's trying, Chris Bourne's coming around. He's gonna get Steve. Whoa, let's just watch this. Look at those three guys. Steve looked like he might have got a little bit of a notch there. I don't think so. Now Bourne's coming back. We'll review the back of this, the back of the pack a little bit more when we go back. But I want to just watch the first three guys into the first few corners, because it looks like Graham is right there. He wants to get. No, that's Chris Bourne. Sorry. Steve goes wide. Chris is going to try and take advantage. Is he going to make it? Oh, side by side. He's on the outside. That's not going to help. And he does not get it. All right, so let's go back. Let's pause here and go back a bit. And we'll see the start from a little bit further back. I'm going to get a different view here. Maybe that view. And we'll start maybe around Bird here. There we go. And some side by side with Graham there. I know there was some action at the back that had caused problems. Not yet. And that flashing, oh, there's a spot. Hold on. Let's look back to find out who that was. Am I going forward or backward? I think I'm going backward there. Who was that poor fellow that came off the track? There he is. That is Brian Hartford. Okay, let's back up a few here, get a better view. Maybe we'll go to the overhead view for a bit. All right, what happened? And, oh, he was just tapped by that BMW, and then we get a little bit of carnage. Oh, there's another one. That's Brian Banks going off. That is our carnage at the start. That's hell. Oh, there's some more. Oh, Brian got pasted there. Let's go back a few seconds. Where's Brian Banks? All right, here we go. Oh, somebody just came into the side of it. And there's Brian Bitten back on the track. And then somebody tried. Jeremy got sandwiched there. All right, I know Brian got a huge amount of damage. Cost him a minute to get that. All right, so let's get back to the start now, and we're just gonna follow things through. We were watching that before, and let's just watch this whole start again. Chris Bourne really wanted to get through there. And back here, Merche is trying to get on with two Mustangs there. That's Jonathan Wood in the front. Look at that. Good driving there. And looks like Merche got a good exit on Jonathan. Wow, right up against his bumper. He's trying again. Yes, there we go. Wow. Let's see who else. See some action back at the back. Ben Shia on Trowbridge. That's pretty close. Look at that. I'm in 15th place. Whew. That carnage really made a difference. Sauvage on Arobas. Up ahead, Chris Bourne was very close at the split. I remind people who are watching for the first time in replay mode, the tower doesn't update until a sector change. That looks like Bird on Paunov. Who else we got? Up front, looks like Diego's pulling away a little bit at a second and a half already. And this is not the good view. Look at the Merche. I don't like this view. It's better. Oh, that's the overhead view. I'll leave it on there for now. You can get on board right away. So Paunov. I had heard on a voice stream for a while that Paunov was really frustrated with Jonathan Wood, stayed behind him for quite a while. Wait, where is there some other action? I'm going to show some of my own action here. I'm pretty close to Stewart. Stewart just passed me, I remember, because Stewart's a lot faster than me. He got caught up in a lot of carnage. There's Brian Hartford on Jeremy. He's also a gold guy, or platinum, I think we call him. And up ahead, Terry and Michelle Benchaya. Up here, see, look at this. Merche is straight on with Jonathan. And Chris Bourne is giving Sky 194 a run for his money. Look at this. This is a 50-minute race. 50-minute race. Mandatory pit stop. That's what I'm trying to think of. So here's three cars quite close together. Hartford. Oh, he passed Jeremy. Let's back up a little bit, see where that happened. Where is he behind Jeremy? Right here. Let's go to the big view. Oh, that looks like a favorite spot to pass. It's kind of a bit of a back straight. This is Brian. Oh, he goes a little tucks in on the inside. That's a Mustang. Easy pass. But that's also Jeremy knowing he's in a different class. Not going to defend too hard. Where are we? Richard McKay was behind me for quite a while, and he was just toying with me because I know he's faster than I am. I'm hoping I can hear a bit of an echo in my microphone. I'm hoping that's only an artifact from my headphones. Otherwise, I'm going to get away from this microphone. Yeah, I've been having trouble with my Yeti. I lost. Microsoft's not recognizing it as a Yeti microphone. And so it's a little bit strange setup. Up ahead, Bourne is still all over Mr. Young. And Diego's not really pulling away. He's had that 1 second lead on Steve for quite a while. Terry is still behind Michelle. Ooh, Hartford is he past Torrance now? I think he has. So let's see how he got ahead of Kevin. Go back a few seconds here. There's Hartford. Back again. There he is. Okay, let's switch to another view again. There's Mr. Hartford. He's trying to work his way back up the grid from a beginning problem. Like I said before, Brian Banks got hammered into the wall. He had 1.5 minutes of repairs. Let's get on board with Brian to see how he does. Oh, he just went around the outside really easily. Now he's on the inside, so that's an outside-inside pass. Quite well done. Merche still looking at the back of that Ford. Look at that, 3 Fords in a row. All of the Ferraris are doing a bit better. Upper guys, and oh, look at that. Jeremy is trying, and Stewart is just getting by Philip now, but Jeremy is trying to take on a BMW. Oh, and Kevin went wide. Oh no, that was ahead of him. That was Hartford went wide. Yeah, really wide. A little bit deep into that corner. Stuart Packham, who's also trying to work his way back up. He just passed Sauvage. That's where we were just looking at a second ago, wasn't it? My memory's not that great. Mr. Hutchinson and Peter Nielsen. Pretty close. Let's follow him a little bit. Looks like our sound volumes are pretty good. I'm hoping you're okay with that. Hello, there's a couple people watching. Say hello on the chat and I'll include you in the conversation. Right, what do we got at the top? Chris Bourne still sticking with Steve. And Merche, as I predicted, or Jonathan told me, is right on Jonathan's tail. He just can't get ahead. Let's just follow him a little bit. Same car. Mustangs are both got the same characteristics. Woohoo! Merche goes deeper here. Not going to affect him on the long straight. I don't know if he's going to catch up now. He needs to not try to get ahead on the braking zone, but get ahead on the exit. Looks like Jonathan's got a bit better exit strategy there on that straight. But Jonathan felt him breathing all along the way and knew he was frustrated. All right, let's see what else is going on down the pike here. Hutchinson, did he just get by Nielsen? Yes, he did. Okay, let's see where that happened. Back up. There it is. Let's see how that had happened. Oh, Nielsen went just a little wide. Got a little squirrely there. That's one. And then he got at the inside track. There we go. Nice pass. Malcolm. Jeremy. Oh, there's an interesting grouping. That's Sauvage. Let's see how this looks. Wow. So that is Philip, Aerobas, and Packham. And he's trying to get by Kevin. So Stewart is the platinum guy. Let's see how long it takes before he can get through on Kevin. quite sure why I can't hear the race sound, but that's okay. All I can hear is my own voice in my own ears. There he goes. Here he goes. There he goes. I don't imagine Kevin's going to defend too hard. But up ahead, that is Hartford. Just got ahead of Terry. Let's follow that through a little bit. There it is. And let's see. There he is. He's behind Terry there. Oh, Terry went just a little wide. And again, different microphone. There, I lost my microphones for a second. There we go. Different splits, so he's not going to defend too hard. Let's get back to Jeremy and company. Who's behind Jeremy? That is Philip. Philip. Oh, really good braking, different braking characteristic. Jeremy broke a little later there. And Jeremy's trying to get ahead of Kevin now. Let's see what he can do. This is the long straight. This is a McLaren against the BMW. You know, there haven't been any bops recently in ACC. They've been kind of ignoring us, so whatever we live with, again, that Mustang's really strong. Whoa, Jeremy. Come on now, let's see what happens here. He knows he's got some. Is he going to try the outside inside? No, he stayed on the outside. And now he's got to worry about Philip, too, behind him. Let's get on board again. This is a good little battle. Up ahead, we see Ponoff is still sitting behind there. This is a great battle. Oh, go Jeremy. Looks like he's really trying to get ahead of Kevin. This is for about 6th place in the silver category. Yes, 2 splits is back by popular demand. And I think everybody's happy about that. How's Philip doing behind? Oh, he's just lurking in the background there too, waiting for something to happen. What's going up here? Hartford is just got by Benchaya. Let's see how that happened. Sure, there he is. Get ahead on the top. Oh, this is a great spot. This is a favorite spot for Hartford to pass, isn't it? Here he goes again. Right into this zone. Great braking. Look at that. Goes on the inside. Now, I'm not sure how the silver guys are defending against these platinum guys. Let's get back to the battle over here. Let's just actually get back up here a bit. This is Bourne. Oh, giving Steve a little bit to think about there. Chris is doing good. The guys, these top 3 guys have got a 6-second gap over 4th and 5th. And just jumping back here to Merche. He's still looking at the back of that other Ford Mustang. Yeah. He's not making any headway on Jonathan. Ooh, sorry. Just wanted to go to Chris here. Let's watch this battle for a bit. I'll try a different view here for fun. There we go. There he is, just on. He's right on top of Steve now. Steve's feeling the pressure. He is in a Lamborghini, Steve is. Take a look at that. Oops, sorry, wrong boat. Take a look at that livery. I can't remember if he was in a Lamborghini last year. I think he was. He always has the same livery, so he's got a classic. He's got a livery that he just runs through all his cars. He likes to change cars, I know that, because it's fun. And he can drive the phone book. Merche is really on top of Jonathan. Not making. We're going to watch this progress, though. Anything going on at the back of the pack here? Savage and Jeremy and Kevin. I'm wondering if Kevin is holding these guys up a little bit. If Jeremy gets ahead of him, let's see if he can pull away. But he's got a mirror full of Sauvage. Ooh, that was close. I think Philip's from France. He certainly has a French name. I don't remember if he's from Quebec or not. He's got, I don't have his livery there. He's got a few scrapes there on the side of his car. Let's watch these 2 guys. That is Jeremy's view. A long straight. Let's watch who breaks. Who breaks? Ooh, look at that. Torrance goes very wide. Oh, Jeremy's right on him. Oh, and he hit him. He hit him. Now everybody stopped. Oh, that is big. But everybody stays in their positions, but they're all going to have a bit of damage here. Everybody stays in their position. That was a little bit of a tap from Jeremy. Like I said, they all have different breaking points here. Let's see what Philip's going to do and who's that's caught up with them now. That is Danny Britos. Yeah, you're still on board with me now. We got 4 people watching on the stream. Hey, announce yourselves, please. I love seeing who's watching. Makes me feel like I'm not talking into midair. There is Jeremy. He's got pace on Kevin, but he just can't get ahead of him this track. Oh, did he hit him again? Oh, let's see. Jeremy will stop if he thinks he hit him. I'm gonna go to a different view here. Hold on. Let's see. If he thought he hit him, he would have stopped, I'm sure. Let's go here and go to the overhead view on Kevin. Okay, let's start again. Let's see, something happened there and Kevin went straight through the corner. Did he just miss his breaking point, or did he get a little love tap from Jeremy? Oh, one little love tap there. Oh, Stewarts are going to have to look at that. That's a NASCAR bump past Jeremy. All right, let's take a look at some of the other action. Where are we having some action? Well, we got to go back to the top here. Now it looks like Diego has been toying with us because he's opened up a 4.4 second lead on these other guys. These guys are coming into traffic. That's possibly what the problem was. How far down? We've got, we're in about 15 minutes maybe into the race. Merche still looking at the back end of his confrere Jonathan Wood. Merche's just gotta be frustrated. Our friend from Macedonia again. You don't know Merche. We've got an old interview from him. He is from Macedonia. Next, let's gonna go down through the board here, and I'm gonna get a different view. There we go. So in first place, Diego Casio from Portugal. I'm trying to think of what that flag is. I'll have to look that one up. Next is Steve Young, closely followed still by Chris Bourne. He's not letting him out. Next is Jonathan Wood and Merche Paunoff. Derek Bird is not 4 seconds back. It says, I think he's a little closer than that. And Malcolm Hutchison closely followed by, these are, oh yeah, that is Peter David. Oh, he's getting a silver. He's in a silver McLaren. Oh, that's a nice livery, Peter. That's a different number for you. Or different livery for you. You've been in a McLaren before. Then Brian Hartford working his way back up into the Platinum class drivers after getting that mess at the beginning. We've got Peter Nielsen in 10th. Michelle Benchaya trying to get ahead of a back marker there, I think. And Stuart Packham is also trying to work his way back up the ladder. Kerry Throwbridge, Jeremy Arrobas. Philip Sauvage in 15th, Danny Britos, Kevin Torrance, Richard Mackay, yours truly, Mike Meleskie, that is me. And Dimitri is in 20th. Dimitri hasn't been practicing that much, that's his issue. Brian Banks is a couple of laps down from his huge accident. He's just staying in there so that he can get some points, I'm sure. Brian Banks, one of the better guys. All right, let's get back to the racing. This is again Chris Bourne. He has been on Sky Young's tail the whole time now. Pit stops are going to come into it, aren't they? And back here, the next battle that's been going on since the beginning of the race is Merche Paunoff. These guys are going to start being very interested in the first few corners of our starts here. If they can't get by each other, they'll say, oh, we got to do it on the start. Whoa! Merche almost hit Jonathan there. He just can't get ahead of him. Jonathan's not going to make too many mistakes, but he certainly looks like from a braking point of view. Let's just follow Merche a little bit. He's got different braking points than Jonathan, different setup, I guess, but just can't get around Jonathan. Jonathan's playing himself pretty wide. Ooh, up here, Chris is really on top of Steve. Where else have we got a really close battle? Right here, that was a close battle. It's got Terry ahead of him. No. Did Benchaya get ahead? No, I'm not sure. Down here, we still got Brito Sauvage and Aerobas really close together. This is Britos. Danny, if you're still there, I'm watching you now. Trying to get through. Who else is on the chat? Say hello, please. Pretty sure I've got the chat up to date here. Sorry that I get a blank screen for a second again. Oh, Danny didn't quite do it. Fell behind there. Let's get back to these guys. It's a Mustang and a Lamborghini. That's a sentence I'd never thought I'd be saying. A Mustang challenging a Lamborghini. Totally different technologies there. And look at that. The Mustang is making headway. Let's look at the way it looks. It's just Chris is all over. He's all over the back of that Lamborghini. Yeah, I wish I could remember if Steve Young's been in Lamborghini a lot. I think he was in there last year. Not very many people drive the Lambo. I'm sure Steve is like me, just changing cars to keep the juices flowing. Because ACC, again, is getting a little old. I wish they would do something with it. They've warned us, or they've teased us that there's going to be some new change here. Some new stuff coming in ACC, but not quite sure what that is. Oh, there's Brian Hartford. He just passed Peter David, I think. Let's back up and see where that happened. There is Peter David. Let's go to the top view. Oop, went too far. There it is. He's going to pass in his favorite spot again. Brian, no, different spot. Ooh, I think Peter lifted there. Peter lifted. These guys are still at it, but Danny has joined the pack. It was Brito Sauvage, Aerobas, and I think it was Kevin, but Kevin had that issue. Ooh, Sauvage took a good crack at Jeremy that time. 4 McLarens in the row here. Now look on the board, I got a drive-through, and there's a bit of a story behind that. I didn't get any cut warnings at all, and all of a sudden, boom, on one cut, I ended up getting a drive-through, so I'm not quite sure what that issue was. No warning at all. If you do a severe drive-through, which I didn't do, do you get a severe cut, do you get a drive-through right away? Anyway, I was a bit pissed that I didn't get advance warning of that, and later in the race I did get another cut, so that part of it was working, but the initial 3 cuts did not show up on my screen. Now I'm running ACC Drive. That might have had something to do with it. Anyway, what's going on? I saw something happen up here. Did I see anything change? No, I don't think so. But this is a good battle here in the back of the pack. Philip and Jeremy, but this whoa, sorry, hit the mic. Britos is not that far behind. As a matter of fact, he might be taking a crack at Philip there. Oh, again, you gotta plan your, but they both went wide. You gotta plan your entry there. You can't get too close, or that's what happens. you ruin your momentum by getting in too close, and then you have to lay off, and now you're screwed. Hutchison and Paunoff. Why are they so close together? Did something happen to... Ooh, did Paunoff... Oh, Paunoff pitted. He got so tired of chasing Jonathan. He pitted not really early, maybe a little bit early. Halfway. Ooh, Jonathan's taking a crack here at Steve. He had the right approach there. He didn't waste all his momentum on the entry. Great lines there by Steve, of course. And look at that. Chris gonna try the undercut. Oh. So there's Jonathan. He has not pitted yet, I'm sure. Now he's pitting. He reacted to... what can I think of who was behind him there? He reacted to Merche. Oh, this is going to be good to watch. Going to see where Jonathan comes out. We'll have to watch that. Let's see where is Merche? Merche. There he is, right here. Okay, we'll follow Merche along, and let's see where he comes out with respect to Jonathan after the pit stop strategy. So here he comes, zooming by on this view. A little static camera on this camera angle. Who's still watching me on this stream? Say hello, please. There is Merche. Where are we here? Friends, I can't tell. Oh, we're coming around. Where is Jonathan? Is Merche ahead of him or behind? There's Jonathan coming out. He's just coming out now. Let's go driver view. There's Jonathan. Oh, Merche's gonna be pissed. And who else? Chris Bourne. So that did not work. The undercut didn't work. Now there's Chris, and he was following Steve. Steve has not pitted. We'll watch that one later. Yeah, we'll see where that action came out. Let's just take a quick peek here to see if... where are we on the track? Oh, we got a long way to go yet. Yep, he's halfway through his lap. So he hasn't reacted. Diego is way ahead. There's Stewart. Stewart might have pitted because Peter David is in 5th place right now, but he is in a different class. Britos. He went into the pit, so everybody's pitting right now. So we're just going to follow along for a little while, but if in the interest of me, we're not spending all my time here. I haven't decided what I'm going to jump into LMU. Play a little bit there. Okay, I'm going to jump ahead a while here until everybody gets their pit stops done. So there we are. Okay, what happened with Chris? Well, Chris did not work his undercut because he is still behind Steve Young. And Merche is back where he started, behind Jonathan. So this has been the story here for, this is probably 3rd place, 4th place. Excuse me. You just can't get by Jonathan. Wow. These guys are probably on the same same lap here, because that's Brian Banks is the back marker. So Hutchison is behind Bird. Let's see how this race changed quite a bit. Britos was behind Aerobus and Savage. We know that. And they've kind of spread out a little bit. Now we've got Stewart on Malcolm. And Stewart's usually got a lot of pace, so he's going to catch up to these couple of guys. So I have a feeling in the last few laps we're going to see some action here. It's a second back right now, but that might change. Looks like the back of the pack is spread out quite a bit. Let me see, where's Danny Britos? He's 10 seconds back. All right, so we're going to stick with the ties at the top. There's Chris Bourne. He's lapping Jeremy right there. Jeremy's getting the blue flag. And that's Steve Young ahead. Jeremy's going to lift right there. Jeremy went really wide. Is he battling with anybody? No, not really. So this is for second place that we're looking at, and let's back it up to Merche and Jonathan. Well, this is just name shows special here. They just cannot get ahead of Jeremy. Time for a little NASCAR love tap, Mr. Macedonia there. Jonathan knows how that works. He's a Brit in America, so I'm sure that wouldn't be the first time two Mustangs did that. All right, where else have we got? We got Stewart on Hutchison. Looks like Harford fell back a little bit the last time. So, all right, so who are our leaders in silver category? Well, Peter David, wonderful. Now, Peter David, just so you know, I've had a difficult time trying to get an interview with him. There he is. Let's show him coming around. There's Mr. David. I'm trying to get him as an interview. I've met him in person in Montreal. He drives a good old Logitech G29 on his kitchen table, I think. And look at this. He is in first place. Way to go, Peter. Just tells you it's skill, not equipment. None of this $5,000 rigs with all sorts of button boxes. A driver is a driver. Come on, Peter, you gotta let me in an interview. Let's see your setup and let's hear your story now that you're in there with the big boys. You gotta tell us your story. I just love seeing that. In second place, but he's firmly in first place, Peter. Terry Throwbridge from England is in second. And Mr. Peter Nilsson from Sweden in third place. Up at the top, just like we said before, Diego Castico, good 10-second lead on second place, Steve Young in the Lambo. And he is being harassed still by Chris Bourne, second back. So we're going to watch that one. Merche. Oh, look at that on the board. Mr. Hutchinson's got a drive-through. All right. Merche. We're going to just watch this in this. Look at that. He's right on his tail. Give him a flash there, Merche. He's holding you back. I'm hoping this is going to be a clean race. These guys know each other very well. Getting back to Peter, one of the reasons is Peter loves this group and he practices. It's the name of the game. It's not the equipment. It's the passion that you put into it. When I tell people, oh, I can't afford all this stuff, I said, hey, you can get into sim racing with just a little bit of equipment. And look at this, pulling off. Chris is a second back now. He's falling behind just a little. Nobody else is challenging. Well, I shouldn't say that. Sauvage and Arobas have been at it this whole time, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for 5th place, so big points. It's worth making it happen. Look at our leaderboard. All the platinum guys are together, and all the silver guys are together. So very, very well matched. A little disappointed we only have 20 people racing ACC, but hey, looks like Malcolm is serving his drive-through. Back to Merche. 5 people watching, and announce yourselves, please. That's why there's a chat. There's a chat for a reason. Say hello to me on the chat. If you're just jumping in and are not part of eSeniors, check us out, please. You can find us on Discord at the same location, eSeniors ACC GT3 World Championships. Join us. Join us. Join us. Stuart is caught up to Mr. Bird. There we go. Mr. Bird is being challenged now by Stuart, has had to work his way up all the way from the back of the pack after an initial mess at the start. So he's had some fun, I'm sure, but it's been a tough day for him. He's going to get some fairly good points. Yeah, this is an interesting one. He's caught up with Derek from quite a ways back, so might be able to make some short work here. That's a Mustang on a Porsche. Look at that. Derek's the only Porsche in the event this year. You couldn't pry the Porsche out of his. You'll have to drive the Porsche away from his dead hold hands there. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's going to try on the outside. Derek's a great defender, though. He's not going to give away that easy. Yeah, you'll have to pry his hands off of his Porsche off with his dead cold hands. Derek, look at that side by side. Is he going to make it stick? Whoa, he's got the inside. Wow, that was something. He got that on the straight. We know those Mustangs are strong on the straight. That's where he got that pass done. So Chris Bourne's caught up again. He makes up the time, but he can't get by Steve. Traffic up ahead, that might have some effect on this little race. Back here, we've got battles that have been going. I'm going to stick with this one as we see these two guys work their way through the... up ahead, I just saw that happen. Britos got by Nielsen just before... Just back up here. Let's see how that happened. Right here. This is the traffic we saw ahead of the leaders there, so this is significant. Good place for Britos to make the pass. Well, he made that pass fairly easy. Huh. Let's get back to these two now. That's where we were. Go up 5 seconds. 5 more seconds. Oops. And they got ahead really fast there. Right. Let's go right here. And I'm going to get on board with Steve. Oh, they're not there yet. I thought that happened quickly. Yeah, this traffic is going to have an effect. Oh, and Chris went to the outside really dramatically then. they're catching up with that traffic now. Look at that slide from that Mustang. This traffic is definitely going to play into it. Okay, they're getting blue flags now. Let's see how Steve gets through. He wants to get through at a... Oh, Nielsen went right off there. Oh, well. Didn't have to do that. He could have held his ground for a corner or two. And now we're going to see how they get by Danny. I'm going to jump ahead 5 seconds here. A few more. That's getting a bit closer. Let's see if it's here that it happens. Chris knows he might get something because of what traffic is ahead. See, that Mustang catches up, but the Lambo has a better, way lighter car, has better braking points, I think. And more traffic up ahead. Wow. It's been a long time. Okay, here now, definitely something has to happen. Britos has got to get... He's had a number of corners here. He's a little bit too late in letting these guys through, Danielle. You gotta respect those blues flags a bit better. You're now affecting these two. Oh, Steve took a look. Whoa, that was close. Okay, now there's the master of blue flags up ahead. That is me. Watch what I do. Perfect spot. Look at that. That's how it's done, Danielle. Oh, Bourne's taking a crack at Steve. It's the best chance he had for a while. Wow, that was something. This is his best chance. We only have a couple of laps left. So Chris is definitely going to pull out all the stops, as is Merche on wood, as is Harford on bird, and Packham's joined this pack. No pun intended. Oh no, Peter David. No. He's got to drive through. Oh, that's going to drop him down a lot. Oh, Peter, so bad. Feels so bad for you. All right. Let's watch this one. We're going to watch Bird. 2 laps to go. God, I hope I got the whole race here. You know what happens in replays sometime. There's Merche. There's this pack. Right here, Harford, Packham, and where did Bird go? Did Bird have an issue? Where are we? Oh, there he is. What happened? Didn't show him for a while. These guys are pulling out all the stuff. Stewart's, he's usually in the top 5. He wants to get by these guys so bad. Merche's trying hard. This is a hell of a finish for everybody. We're going to stick with to watch these 3 guys. Chris fell back a little bit. Merche's right there. Backham, Hartford, and Bird are right there. Are we in the last lap yet? Yes, we are. There's Bourne. I think he's fallen back a little too far. Merche is going to take some chances now. There he goes. Let's see Hartford and Stewart. Nope, Merche. There's a nice way of doing it. Look at that. He kept his momentum, but the exit's not good enough. This is where setups come in. You know, they've got same car, but different setups, I'm sure. Chris is within striking distance. This is going to be the last lap for sure. There's Hartford on Bird coming down the long straight. Whoa, look at this. That Mustang's got him on the straight. Stewart's going to take a look also. That's a BMW on a Mustang. That didn't happen. Chris Bourne on... Oh, there's some traffic up ahead. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that should be okay. Look at that. He's took a crack at him again. Man, oh man. Oh! Chris Bourne. Oh, sorry. Jeez, I thought for a second Graham got past. Graham's hanging on to that 4th place. Let's see what these guys are up to. Is it nothing gonna change in this last lap? That'd be hilarious. Oh, traffic, traffic. This might be it. This might be it. I think we're gonna get the checkered flags right here. Yes, we are. Let's get back to these guys. They've got quite a bit of a lap to go. There's Stewart. He's pulling out all those stops. We'll go back and show everybody going over the getting their checkered flags later. But look at this. Hartford is going to take another crack. Oh no, that's what I worry about. In replays, you don't always catch the whole thing. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, anyway, let's get back here. I'm going to find the points where we get the checkered flags. There it is. Let's find a good view. And there is Diego getting his checkered flag. Beautiful. That's not quite the right view. I'm going to get the right view here, guys. And there's a flash from him. There is, was that the checkered flag? Let's see if we see it this time. I like seeing those views. There he goes. There's the checkered flag. Next is Steve Young. He's coming around the last corner with Chris Bourne hot on his tail. And there he goes in 2nd place. And Chris Bourne gets his. And Jonathan Wood. Are we going to get to see his checkered flag? Not sure here. See that it's really weird that you can't get the whole replay. I'm a lap down. So anyway, there's Jonathan Wood in 4th, followed by Merche. In the silver class, Terry. Let's pull it back a little bit. There's Terry. We can catch his checkered flag maybe. There is his checkered flag in 1st place in silver, followed by Peter David. He was able to hang on to 2nd place. And our friend Britos in 3rd. Oh, maybe he not. Anyway, it's very hard to see what all standings were. Well, you know what? We can quickly... No, I won't go. All right, so that is it, folks. Let me get to my beautiful face. Here we are. We finished our first race. Next week it is Zolder. So I'll be back with that next week. Thanks for watching. My name is Mike Meleskie. This is my broadcast. And remember, sim racing is a sport, so that makes us athletes, and eSeniors are 50-year-old plus athletes. See you next week.